monkeys again, they become cuboidal again.
Okay.
So back and forth. And that's why they call it transitional epithelium. Made perfectly for something that's going to stretch and rebound like this. You'll notice that this major part of the bladder up here toward the top is thrown into folds called rugae. Again, for stretching as the bladder fills up, just like the stomach has rugae. Toward the bottom of the bladder, if you look at where the ureters come in, these little openings right here, they come in the back, but they emerge into the bladder right here. So urine would drain in through these openings. If you look at those two, and then the point where the urethra forms to leave the bladder, there's an upside-down triangular area, and it is called the trigon. This thing right here, trigon. This part of the bladder right here where the urine exits into the urethra is called the neck of the bladder. I don't think it's labeled right there, is it? No, it isn't. It has a bladder neck. And surrounding that urethra at the bladder neck is a circle of smooth muscle. And that would be called the internal urethral sphincter. Is it voluntary or is it involuntary? Tell me.
Involuntary.
Involuntary.
We hope.
And the pressure of the urine, and you're getting ready to urinate, and so on, the pressure of that detrusor muscle making that thing relaxes. The urine will start coming, but then what holds it voluntarily? Something's not shown on this particular model. The external sphincter that gives you voluntary control over your urine. What do you say a person is if they cannot hold their urine? They have urinary what?
Incontinence.
Incontinence, yeah. If their sphincter doesn't work well and they can't hold their urine, unfortunately, then that's what it is. The external sphincter is actually in the pelvic floor. Now this model, you might be wondering what this thing is right here. This model, you probably figured out from my term right there. This model is a male. And this is a prostate gland right here, which lies right under the bladder, male gland. Females would not, of course, think that. I'm referring to this as a prostatic urethra. You could just call it urethra without the prostatic in front of it. But this is where it starts, and in the male, of course, it's longer than a female, as you probably know. It goes through the pelvic floor and out through the penis and so on, so it has a much more extensive part to it. But that in a one little model is the bladder. Not all bladder pictures and models look like that. We've got others that are a little bit different, but it has all the parts it needs, and that's the main thing. All the parts that you need to know are right there. I'm going to keep this up so that when we go over that model, we'll be able to go back over it.